Okay, to get into the GoGuardian Teacher, you want to go to teacher.goguardian.com and you'll get in where it says log into your account from GoGuardian Teacher. If you are logged into Chrome like I am, you can see that I'm in Chrome and I'm logged in because it has my Mr. because I'm Mr. Surma. Click Login with Google and you get right into GoGuardian Teacher. And it will give you an introduction. And what I'm going to do now is add a classroom, and there's a couple different ways you can add a classroom. I click Add Classroom, and if I click Add from Google, what it's going to do is it's going to go out to my Google Classroom and get those classes. So it's going to pick all the classes that I have in Google Classroom, and you can see that I have those. And if I click here and I show you there, I have those classes. So when I come back here, I'm going to click this one because this is the one I just created for this purpose. And it's going to give you a screen where you ask what the schedule is. So for instance, this one is going to be 8 to 9, Monday through Friday. And you click Add Schedule. You can skip this and do it manually if you want. If you have the same class the same time of the day, like you're at the high school where there's block scheduling, or if you're at a middle school there's block scheduling of some kind, you can set the time up so that it's always this way and then do it. If you're on a rotating schedule where your class changes times every day, then just do it manually. So you click the Add Schedule button and it shows that it's synced students from Google. So there it is. If you add a new student into your classroom, you want to click this button again and it will add the other students that are added. If I go into my classes here, I have only this one student listed here, student 1, and it matches here. If I go back to my classes, I have another class here where I have 4 students. You can see I have 4 students, including my daughter. I click back here and I go back to my classes. You can see this little G here. This represents that it's a Google Classroom. So this is the one we just added, and this is the one I added before. The G represents that it's from Google Classroom. If I click here, you'll see that I have those 4 students. Again, if I add a new student, I want to click Sync Students from Google. The other way to add students is manually. So when you click this Add Classroom button, instead of clicking the Add from Google, you would just give your classroom a name, a description, and if you wanted to give it a color, you could give it a color so every class can have a different color, and click Add Classroom. And then that will give you a class like this. Notice that it does not have the G because it's not synced. When you click there, the students that are added here have to be added one at a time, and you can send out an invitation to them, so you can send them an individual email, or you can have them enroll with a code. So when you click the Use Code, it's very similar to the Google Classroom enroll code, where that's the code and that's the URL that they would go to. Sometimes you want to do it this way, sometimes you want to do it the other way. If you already have Google Classrooms set up, I would really recommend the Google Classroom way because it's a whole lot easier.